Lady, want it? Lady. Lady, fetch. She's just like not playful. I'm with Lady a whole bunch and I think she loves me a whole bunch. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she knows about all the challenges I have, and they're very similar to hers. My condition is called neurofibromatosis.
Travis was about 4 months old when we kind of were first suspecting that he had neurofibromatosis, and it was like, okay, maybe we'll see. You know, he only had a few of the signs or the birthmarks of the cafe au lait spots, and then at 6 months of age, his pediatrician confirmed. It was a bit overwhelming because it's such a variable condition. You can just have birthmarks and a few other signs and be fine the rest of your life, or you could have major issues, and there's no way of knowing which way it's going to go.
He has been on a long road. You know, this has been a marathon, not a sprint. His condition is most, punctuated by heavy involvement of the nerves to his thigh on one side, where all the nerves that go to that thigh are so riddled with tumors that the thigh almost didn't develop normal muscle.
You want to do everything for your kid. You want to help them and guide them. And here's something, we can't do anything. There's no effective treatment. There's no cure.
Lady is our dog when she's a 1.5 years, and she was born with 3.5 legs.
She's a little bit smaller, and takes her a little bit more time. You know, it's taken her longer to learn how to walk compared to her litter mates. And we're like, well, it took Travis longer to learn how to walk than his brothers. We immediately emailed her and said, we are not afraid of orthopedic issues. We would welcome this dog.
So it was like right before we got her, I broke my leg. That was my 3rd fracture out of, 3.
We did get his bone to heal, but it was still very, very weak. And he became so afraid of breaking it again because this had been so painful. And so he would come into clinic for a cast change or something, and he was just terrified. And this is a very brave kid. I mean, I had seen him go through a lot of very painful things before, and taking them in stride. But this was breaking him. And so at some point along the way there, I said to him, I said, Travis, if at any point you want to talk to me about what it would be like to get rid of this limb that isn't working for you, we can talk about that.
When I saw Lady get around really well as a puppy, I knew with 3.5 legs, I knew I could do it.
I think he saw in this puppy a sort of a, hey, I can do this. I can do this. If my dog can do this, get around without one limb, I can do this too. There's no doubt that we need inspiration in those moments. I mean, we need to be able to see a bigger picture. We need to be able to see hope. We need to be able to see that there is something bigger and better beyond us in order to go through those moments of sacrifice.
And even though she fell sometimes, she got right back up, and I knew if I fall, I'll just get right back up. This Lady is one of my best friends. I'm with Lady a whole bunch, and I think she loves me a whole bunch.
Hi. Okay, here, get settled. I think on some level she recognizes Travis has a challenge walking compared to the rest of us.
I think the idea of this dog sort of serendipitously showing up at the right time, just before he needed to make a very important decision, it was a blessing.
Some people call it serendipity, sometimes God winks. We just call it this was meant to be. She's the perfect fit for our family. She fits right in.
I think it might be a little miracle. I never thought of it happening whenever we were looking to adopt a dog. I didn't know that that dog would help make me decide to amputate my leg. The future does look bright for me and Lady.